we'll rugged it together.
Oh, right. I'm good, I'm fine, I'm happy, it's a new month, but I was in terrible traffic today. And it's not really interesting to start work after being stressed by the traffic here. So we'll take a quick break. When we return, we'll take today's top stories in the newspapers. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thank you for staying with us. And now today's papers, we're starting with The Nation. Major headline in The Nation. General Musa, how coup attempt was foiled at planning stage. 80 Kurmin abductees escaped from kidnappers' den. Doing a coup now is impossible. Nigerians would have resisted it. Dangote NNPCL seal gas supply deal. Man nabbed for importing cocaine in soles of shoes. How government policies reshaped forex transactions. Why Labour Party won't go into coalition by OT. I will produce my successor in Oyo State, Makinde boast. And finally, ISWAP, second in command, killed in massive attack. What do we have?
You can take the ISWAP. So troops of Operation Hadin Kai, a military offensive in the northeast, have killed the second in command of the Islamic State of West Africa province, that's ISWAP, Abu Khalid in the Sambisa forest in Borno State. The news came barely 24 hours after a top ISWAP commander known as Julai Bib was neutralized by the troops during a fierce battle around Kimba in Damboa local government area of the state. A military source told the nation yesterday that Khalid was killed alongside 10 others during the Saturday night operation. According to the source, Khalid was a key figure within the terrorist hierarchy, coordinating operations and logistics in the Sambisa axis. He said the troops engaged the terrorists in the Komala general area of Konduga local government area at about 11 p.m. on Saturday, resulting in the killing of the terrorist leader and his foot soldiers. They said troops recovered 5 AK-47 rifles, magazines, several bicycles, assorted logistics and food items, and a large cache of medical supplies. No casualties were recorded among troops during the operation, and they said that their morale remained high because of that. So congratulations to the troops.
That's good news.
Yeah.
What else?
Still talking about that, in line with that, we heard that 80 of the 177 worshippers abducted from 3 churches in Kumi Wali, Kajuru local government area of Kaduna State have escaped from their captors and reunited with their families. Also, yesterday, the Niger State Police Command confirmed that their station in Agwara was attacked with a dynamite by bandits. A church was also attacked. Now, they said 11 had escaped shortly after they were taken away on January 18th from Kumi Wali. And the villager Ishaku Dan Azumi made this known. He also said that they should stop politicizing this case and ensure that the other over 86 other worshippers are being rescued by the government. Very, very, very sad issue happening in Kumi local government.
Yeah, so I have the story about this Brazil-based Nigerian businessman, Uche Franklin Onyekwere. He was arrested at the MMA Muritala Mohammed International Airport. He was coming in from Brazil through Johannesburg, and he concealed cocaine in his thighs and inside his shoe.
Okay.
And they said when they scanned him, he was a 47-year-old man, they scanned him and found that, okay, the body scan showed he had drugs on his body. I've always felt like, why do NDLEA check when we land? They've checked us in the country we're coming from, because I feel people move from here only to discover that they're actually carrying in their body. Upon further check, they found the same cocaine. What he was carrying was 1.6 kilograms. That's a whole lot of money. He confessed that he bought the drugs in Brazil. He wanted to resell in Nigeria to raise capital for his business and the naming ceremony of his baby. So he has a baby and he wants to use it for the naming ceremony.
He wants to use to introduce his child into the world.
They said he might have been doing this since 2008, that he's been operating a toy business for about past 9 years, and we need to celebrate the NDLEA for this. They also discovered more drugs from the Tinkan seaport and all that, but this particular story was really of concern to me because he was coming into the country, and I always feel irritated when NDLEA stops me at checks within the country. So obviously, for me, they are finding things, people are bringing things.
It does not deter them.
Another person is still planning to carry tomorrow.
Maybe they don't know.
Let's go on to the very next one. Daily Sun, major headline in the Daily Sun: outrage over incessant electricity grid failures. Again, terrorists abduct church worshippers in Niger State, burn police station, church, cart away food items. Kajuru abduction, 80 captives escape, return home, village head. And Azimi says, we've taken that. Osun Assembly vows to recover diverted LG funds. Communal war, we've lost 75 persons. This is Eboyin community. CPPE warns of looming crisis as food price slump hurts Nigerian farmers. LP, Usman-led NWC hails INEC over recognition. Does anyone have a short story just before we go?
No. Yeah. Okay, so I can just quickly take this. Very short.
Yes, please.
Okay, let's just say take this. The Osun State House of Assembly has raised the alarm over what they describe as illegal handling and payment of billions of naira from Osun State local government funds by court-sacked APC chairman councillor. Now they laid out a lot of accusations. They said 25 million was paid to each of the 30 illegal APC chairmen, 12 million paid to each of the 30 illegal APC vice chairman, 10 million paid to each of the 332 APC councillors, 130 million paid to selected traditional rulers of Osun State, 13 billion paid as legal fees to Launu and Co. Lawyers represented the illegal chairmen and councillors. Wow. So they are saying that they will recover all these funds and to make sure that they fix it into some things that will benefit the people of Osun State.
Well done. Let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll continue with the papers. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to Splash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Helper. I know that.
I go shoot out for you.
You already know, guys. E-Splash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going. It's E-Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive.
We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silenced, even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith,
believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise,
rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices
refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
to keep building, to keep hoping. na hope.
They carry us.
Even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba.
Looking at the papers and
the Sun. Yes, I have the major headline. So they said businesses and households are lamenting the persistent and hurtful blackouts arising from electricity grid failures. They said power experts are also outraged, especially as the challenge has national security implications, aside from financial losses to homes and commercial outfits. So unfortunately, hopes of possible end to the trauma are not on the horizon. They said new revelations are pointing to systemic failures and institutional lapses within the power sector that seem to defy solutions. Electricity enthusiasts insist that agencies meant to safeguard the grid, that's the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, and Nigeria Independent System Operator, NISO, have become part of the problem, while years of secrecy surrounding the Siemens Presidential Power Initiative, weak reforms, and stalled decentralization continue to undermine efforts to deliver stable power to homes and industries. They also talked about constraints that are also affecting it. They said they've not received considerable attention, including gas supply constraints, poor grid connection, liquidity shortfalls, low investment, and the lack of political will on the part of the state government to translate policy into action, as captured in the 2023 Electricity Act. That was a law that allows states to generate, distribute, and transmit power. And, you know, across board, it's a very long read, but they are saying that they do not have trust in those government institutions that are supposed to safeguard, you know, our electricity.
Yeah.
More needs to be done. TCN needs to sit up, NISO needs to sit up. That presidential acts that they have, they need to do something about it so that we can have more stable electricity across the country.
Yeah, so I have a story of crisis within Ebonyi State. For the past 3 years, about 75 people have lost their lives in communal clash. And then they said even just last week, the 4 people were beheaded within that same community as well. So the statement was now released by the Unzo Eda General Assembly. It's an umbrella for the Eda local government area of Ebonyi State. They said the clash happens between 2 communities, Amasiri and also Eda in Afikpo local government area of Eda local, Afikpo local government and Eda local government of Ebonyi State. And the crisis between these 2 communities has led to the loss of 75 persons in 3 years. The statement, the communique was released asking that government security officials should step in, that our people can no longer remain silent, and that their lives, their homes, their dignity are systematically being destroyed, that this has become very critical. They said the 4 people that were brutally murdered, they were reportedly beheaded, that they should find the culprits that carried out the beheading and let justice be served. And I'm really hoping, though they acknowledge that the governor has tried, but they really want more of police efforts to ensure that people don't take laws into their hands in terms of trying to defend themselves or avenge the death of the previous ones. Please let us bring in peace. These are the same, this is not external. They are same people, different communities.
With
let's
proper
work together.
investigation.
Yes, we can find who did it.
out.
Justice should be served.
So I have the CPPE warns of looming crisis as food price slump. Nigeria's recent food security strategy is delivering relief at homes, but pain on the farm. It's triggering a fresh policy debate over how to balance affordable food with survival of local agriculture. So while consumers have welcomed falling food prices and easing food inflation, farmers and investors across the agricultural value chain are grappling with heavy losses caused by these sharp commodity price collapses.
Yeah.
So we have the Center for Promotion and Private Enterprise in a new policy brief is warning that the current approach, if it is left unchecked, could undermine farmers' livelihoods, discourage investment, and ultimately weaken Nigeria's long-term food security. It's just saying that even though on one side we're getting relief, consumers, we're happy we're getting food cheaper, but those who the farmers themselves, people who are investing
it's not sustainable.
It's not sustainable over a long period.
When they see this
so we need to.
It is. Tomato price that we used to buy for 45,000 is now like
I agree. BC, I agree with you.
It is.
I don't know where it's
waiting. Let's move on to our next paper. For today, Nigerian Tribune, West African leaders meet in Ghana, agree on regional security framework, and that's the major headline. Oil spill, Ijaw youths threaten to shut down oil facilities. Oil discovery at Iba, Ogun government reaffirms jurisdiction, cites legal historical evidence. Oyo National Park Office, police arrest 7 suspects. My team will not continue where I stop. My team will continue where I stop in 2027. This is according to Makinde, as Peter Obi Lord's governor for uplift of state. Labour Party holds congresses in March. At the very top, Osun Assembly vows to recover all diverted local government funds. We've done that. Free meters, discos defy minister's directive. Focus on Band A customers. And the last story on the paper, concern over huge cash outside banking system despite surge in digital transactions. What do we have in there?
So I have a story here. The police have confirmed the arrest of 7 suspects in connection with the attack on the Old Oyo National Park in Ikoyi. The suspects included the alleged mastermind and ringleader of a dreaded 10-man gang. The attack resulted in the death of some forest rangers and operatives of the national park. So the State Police Public Relations Officer, PPRO, Olayinka, made a statement available to newsmen during the weekend, and he confirmed the arrest. He says, upon receipt of the reports of the attack at the Old Oyo National Park, the Commissioner of Police, CP Femi Haruna, immediately directed the deployment of necessary operational assets in the affected area and ordered that the command's monitoring unit take over the investigation. This directive marks the commencement of an intensive intelligence-driven operation, which led to the initial arrest of 3 suspects, followed by the subsequent arrest of 4 additional suspects. The suspects were apprehended at their various hideouts across different locations in the country through painstaking intelligence-led investigation. They also said during sustained interrogation, the suspects confessed to the crime and provided detailed accounts of how 10 members of their gang, riding on 5 motorcycles, carried out the attack. They went ahead with the investigations. It revealed that the primary intention of the assailants was to forcefully free members of their banditry syndicates who had earlier been arrested and were in custody of forest guards for various criminal activities. And that was why they successfully carried out the attack here. So with their confessions and more intelligence that was gathered, they were able to catch all of them.
Yes, good. Yeah, good thing. I have a story concerning cash, the availability of so much cash outside. Apparently, Nigeria has about barely 6.65% of its money that is in circulation within the bank. So it means over 90%, 93% of the cash is in people's pockets. For whatever reason, even though...
You say 90?
Yes, 93% of the cash in the country is in people's pockets.
At home?
Not in banks?
At homes, not in banks. Only 6% in the banks.
Yes, no.
And they said that despite the fact that there's a lot of...
tax thing.
Charges. Is this
charges. Thank you.
Charges
I was waiting for... I was trying to read it to the end to quickly see if they will say it is charges. They did not acknowledge charges. They are saying that even though they have spent... we have really adopted online transactions. We've grown by over 200 and something percent in online transactions, and we did over 300 trillion naira in online transactions. But still, Nigerians, they hold their money. So now some people they do that. And it's because the charges, you want to send 10 naira online, you pay 10 naira.
Yes, I saw 300 and something naira charges. I was wondering, because who did I send more? What happened?
That's
a lot.
So this one is actually a call for concern, because the Ijaw Youth Council, IYC Worldwide, on Sunday issued a 60-day ultimatum to the federal government and all relevant agencies to immediately commence full-scale remediation and cleanup of polluted Ijaw territories. And they made this known. They said, upon the expiration of the ultimatum and the absence of visible and concrete action, they will shut down all oil and gas facilities operating within the Ijaw territories. And this was actually signed by the president, Dr. Alaye Theophilus. They also added that the Ijaw people would no longer tolerate the destruction of their lands, waters, livelihood, and future. They passed a vote of confidence in to endorse Governor Siminaye Fubara of Rivers State for a second tenure and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the 2027 general election. But now they are calling that come and clean up, because our life is at stake. We are not healthy anymore. At all. And once this threat comes out, we know what happens eventually. So please, we have people working in this oil factory. So let's do what is needful in this community.
Very important. That was okay. I think I have the Iba oil discovery at Iba. They have not started, but they're already fighting about whose land is whose land. But let me take you to the Ogun State government has reaffirmed its territorial jurisdiction over Iba Island in Ogun's Waterside local government area, dismissing claims from some quarters in Ondo State as misleading and capable of triggering avoidable communal tension. Just to keep it short, there's a statement that says, since the discovery of the hydrocarbon prospects in coastal corridor, the Ogun State government conducted independent verification of the well coordinates using geospatial and cartographic technology, which confirmed that the wells are located within Ogun State. Ondo State is not.
It's our own.
So anyways, I think we'll see how this continues to play out. I know once you find oil anywhere,
it's our oil.
It becomes our own.
Leave our oil alone in Ogun State.
Nigerian oil, wherever it is.
Yes,
it's for the whole of the country.
The derivative Kedeko is Ogun State.
And we're talking about oil spills in Niger, so these are things where we need to put in place. Our final paper for today, Vanguard. Businesses buckle under debt as defaults push bad loans to 21.2 trillion naira. High interest rates, forex shocks, and end of COVID forbearance trigger spike in corporate loan failures. 2027 polls. Fear of postponement looms over delayed electoral law. Sanwo-Olu to youth. Participate in politics before it's late. Osun Assembly vows to recover all diverted local government funds. We have Gale of Defections, Why Nigeria's Democracy is Not Working by Ibrahim Gambari. Ondo Ogun governors clash over oil well on Iba Island. Again, bandits storm Niger communities, raise police station, church, abduct villagers. Owando's profit up to 10% to 241.3 billion naira as upstream production rises 32% in 2025. And the sports, we have 2030 World Cup. Super Eagles begin qualifiers June. CAF confirms date. And on that note, that's all we can take on the papers for today. We'll go on a short break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to E-Splash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha. I know that.
I go shook on for
you already know, guys. E-Splash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going. It's E-Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive.
We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silenced, even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
Our music and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith.
believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
To keep building, to keep hoping. Now hope.
They carry us.
Even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba.
Hope they waka with us for downfall.
They gist with us for buka.
No matter the gbege, our spirit in no fit scatter. Hope. Now that pikin where they read ABCD and still get ogbonge dream for hearts.
Hope. Now the mama where they fry akara, we see the reason say
tomorrow go soft for her.
Naija.
Your freedom na promise.
Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
Think fast, play smart, win big. Quick Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments, just quick questions, quick moves, and Quick Cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for Quick Cash? Scan the barcode on your screen and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement.
Two voices, two views, standing apart.
Or
You guys, this was just about Irasta and Grandma now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me I don't know, Sha. Cause fake blogs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TVcentertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
No, no cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them, oh. And that's on period.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express. Premium gist on cruise mode. Always first. Always legend.
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jens is right. All you're trying to say to you is for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
Maya Angelou was a civil rights activist, poet, and award-winning author known for her acclaimed 1969 memoir, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, and her numerous poetry and essay collections. Angelou was born on April 4, 1928 in St. Louis, Missouri. Angelou had a difficult childhood. Her parents split up when she was very young. Around the 1960s,
Thanks for staying with us. We begin today's hot topic on a sad note. We'll take you to Abuja, the nation's capital, where a troubling story has sparked shock and debate. Ifunanya, also known as Naya Music, or soprano queen, a 25-year-old Abuja-based chorister, reportedly died after being bitten by a cobra inside her room on Saturday, January 31st. Friends claim she was taken to the hospital promptly, but alleged antivenom was unavailable, while others cautioned that cobra bites can be fatal within minutes, even with immediate medical attention. Videos circulating online show a cobra found in her room, with suggestions that there may have been more snakes. Ladies, what are your thoughts on this very tragic incident. So first, our hearts go out, especially to her family and loved ones during this moment of grief. I will pray for the soul of the departed. Her soul rest in peace. We'd like our viewers to join the conversation on 020-1635-2013 or 0902-416-3440. You can also tweet us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC, and we're streaming live on YouTube. Ladies, that was such a sad story to hear. A young girl's life cut short. But what I feel, what I believe was avoidable, because it just needed medication, an injection, and she would have been better. How did you take the story when you heard it?
As little as the basics would have gone a long way. Yeah, it's just so unfortunate that we're in a country where things like this happen in 2026. Those days, back in the days where we're still getting medical findings, we're still finding out how to treat some of these issues, either snake bites, scorpion bites. We're still struggling to see which venom works, how do we extract the venom. This would have been understandable. Though the death was painful, but it would have been understandable that we hadn't gotten there. But in 2026, a country like Nigeria has no excuse. Primary health care, facilities are not equipped to handle such issues. In 2026, the focus of the governments, most especially the local governments, the state governments, should be on the primary health care, so that issues like this, you don't even need to start looking for a very high-rise hospital to take this girl to. Very nearby, it can just be handled. We don't have our primary health care facilities equipped to handle issues like this. That's on one hand. Secondly, we don't have, because I saw a lot of people talking about the fact that many hospitals do not have the vaccines. How will they have the vaccines? Can they keep it? Can they preserve the vaccines? Those vaccines, what's it called? For the snake, antivenoms, need a very cold temperature to preserve them. We don't have 24 hours electricity in our country in 2026. Even hospitals that are struggling to run generator, we know how much billions they run into debts just to buy the fuel and the diesel to keep their hospitals afloat. Not to talk of the states and the federal government hospitals. We don't have how we can preserve this antivenom. It's not about buying the antivenom, it's about preservation. We have issues even with vaccines, where that we're putting them in coolers and all of that. We're just finding a way in 2026 to handle. These are supposed to be small things that it can easily be taken care of. It's just unfortunate that a young woman like this, who is popular, that's why we're talking about this, because I'm sure she's not the first person to die of snake bites, even in that last month that it happened. Other people could have died, but because they were not known, they were not popular, they were not celebrities, we will not talk about it. The spotlight is not on them. Yeah. But how do we hold ourselves accountable to do the big? See, Nigerians are not asking for too much. I always say this, the little things will just suffice. Yeah. Give us good electricity. See how electricity is a problem that now spirals into not having antivenom. Thank you. From electricity, everything is connected. Roads are connected. We have bad roads, we have accidents, we don't have ambulances, we don't have oxygen in the hospital. Everything is connected. Please, our government needs to do better. It's not buying antivenom. Nobody will buy antivenom that will get spoiled. Nobody will get antivenom that they cannot. Yeah, it's not cheap. So if they have 24-hour electricity, then we can be talking about, why don't you have antivenom in your hospital? Who are we going to hold responsible now in the hospitals? They can't afford to keep it. Because it's just so painful. Because you talked about, she being popular, and that's why we've heard about it. Let me just read some data for us. So they say Nigeria has one of the highest incidences of snake bites globally, with an estimated 15,000 to 20,000 cases. 2,000 deaths and nearly 2,000 amputations annually. So you see what we're dealing with. We haven't heard these numbers. We haven't actually deliberately discussed them because the people who have been involved was not a popular person.
But you know, like Bisi said, I remember when I read about it, there was some time that they started producing, because like we talked about it, the importation of this antivenom. It's quite expensive, and there was a time that they decided to locally produce it, but due to lack of investment and certain conditions, like she mentioned, they couldn't see through with that. And such a sad story. Could it be prevented? Yes. Could the hospital have had the antivenom? Yes, they should have. But then when you look at some of the systems that make this not possible, you would then say that we need to create more awareness. Because when something like this happens, the first point of call is traditional means. Oh, let's tie the leg. Let us suck the thing out. Let us whatever. So you see that the inflow of patients coming in to say, oh, snake bite me, oh, this. Because you know, some hospitals stock up based on the inflow of complaint they get.
Yeah.
So if people are complaining about malaria, they will know that they will write to people and say, please, oh, we need malaria drugs and whatever. If people are complaining about hepatitis B and C, they will write and say, oh, we need more hepatitis B and C vaccine. But if you see that more reports are not coming in from this particular angle as it relates to snake bites, then you would not stock up. Because you know that if I stock up, people will not come and it will waste, my money will waste. That's not how health
works.
Well, because of the shelf life of these vaccines, even the ones they give our children, they don't just keep it there. They know that on Monday, children will definitely come. So they will go purchase it. There was time I went to the hospital, they told me, oh, the one that we had had expired, and we requested for more so that they don't keep. So you see that. And then secondly, I don't know. I've been trying to find reports on whether she was given first aid care. Because I know, because I'm going through health training. I know one of the things that they've taught us is how to care for patients, the first aid treatment, before you can get the medical care. So I don't know if she was issued first aid care, and that includes trying to take off tight clothing, trying to ensure that she has her airways is free, trying to give her antibiotics, give her the fluids and everything to just keep her stable before you can immediately call another hospital and say, please, do you have this antivenom? We don't have it. Please, can you give it to us? We have a patient that needs it. I don't know if that took place. And if that did not take place, then it's totally, totally wrong. Totally wrong. I like the fact, there was 3 years ago, I did a documentary on hepatitis B. And I did it then because I saw that there was too much focus on COVID. There was too much focus on HIV. And people are forgetting that there are even more deadlier diseases than HIV. Infection. So I did a documentary on hepatitis B, and it was we came up to the conclusion that definitely hepatitis B is more deadly than HIV. So now you see that the government now they're putting a lot of intervention, especially in the northern area, on providing hepatitis B vaccine. This should be like a wake-up call to our government officials. You see, people are dying from snake bites. Let's make sure that we have it in our hospitals so that we don't lose more people to what we can actually prevent. I like that story is coming out, whether it's because it's a celebrity or not. I like that it's coming out so that we can get it equipped in our hospitals.
Thank you for that. CMO speaks.
Speak on this.
It's such a sad story, you know, a young girl whose life has been cut short that was 100% avoidable if the first 2 hospitals she went to had it. So I had to Google how venomous or how deadly is a cobra's venom, and it was like, okay, it's not like his immediate death like black mamba. It is something that you could be treated for. Yes, it is deadly, but it takes a while because it paralyzes the system. So it was something that by the time they were going to get to the FMC, administer the first one, it was already late because she had gone to first hospital, second. It wasn't immediate help which she needed that she was able to get, which for me is a major problem. We have lamented and complained about lack of basic facilities within our healthcare center. General hospitals are usually better, and I've said it over and over again. I use public hospitals a whole lot more. I feel more comfortable than, except I want to use the ones that are like hotels. Yes. Private hospitals that are like hotels, yes, you might still see everything there, but how many Nigerians can afford those big hospitals? Yes. The hospitals that are available for Nigerians do not have majority of the things they need. We have complained about oxygen. People have died because there's no oxygen. By the time they get to the next second hospital, gone.
Yeah.
There's someone that has, a neighbor lost her child because they did not have I forgot what, defibrillator.
Yes.
To just resuscitate the child. Died, she lost her life. She was in, she had a shock while in a bath. And then they rushed her to the hospital. They were like, the nurse was calling for, we say it don't spoil. They say it don't spoil.
Oh my
so they say, let's rush her to another hospital before they could get to the hospital, gone. You know, like, there are simple things.
Very basic.
If we value human life, that can help prevent this kind of deaths from happening. It is such a sad story. So I look at on one side is medical facility being equipped. On the second side is local remedies have worked for many generations. And those local remedies are still available, but we're not talking about it or passing it on. We might not be able to buy the Oyinbo.
It's actually being debated.
Yeah, we might not be able to buy the Oyinbo antivenom. We might not afford it or preserve it. But the thing is, snake has been biting our great forefathers. And they know that herb that they just
my grandmother. I'll give you the story.
And as they squeeze it, they rub it and drink something. And the people are able to survive. But we don't pass on it. We don't pass on those things.
Knowledge.
Like, the entire world is drinking ginseng. The entire world is drinking ginseng because Chinese researched into the power of ginseng, their own local remedy, and exported it to the entire world. So what do we have locally that can solve the snake problem in Nigeria? Because based on the data you reeled out, we have a snake crisis in Nigeria.
Yes.
And the snake crisis we have in Nigeria, based on data, it means we cannot afford to import this.
We don't have electricity to keep the antivenom.
Snake bite crisis. Yes, people are getting beaten more than other countries. So it's obvious. So we obviously should talk about it and find local remedies towards
I would
this.
say that people are being beaten more than other countries. That data is people who are beaten and are not getting the antivenom, so that who are dying from snake bites. That's what's in it.
So that's a problem. If we are ranking that high, we know people dying. So for me, it's worth discussing. And not just worth discussing, it's worth intervention. We should have an intervention on it.
We have so many angles that we can dig further into. But let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll look at these different angles. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to Eastflash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha. I know that.
I go shoot out for you.
You already know, guys. Eastflash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's Eastflash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive. We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silenced, even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof.
Thank you for staying with us. We're still discussing the sad passing of Ifunanya from snake bite. But first, before we look into the angles that we had raised earlier, I would like to read a statement by the Federal Ministry of Health, where Federal Medical Center Jabi is clarifying, what happened. They said that, of course, as usual, they extend their deepest condolences, but they were concerned So it's to clarify how she was managed in summary, because I'm mixing I mix it up here. So in summary, they said that at the time she got to them, you know, it was already, she had already suffered severe neurotoxic complications from the snake bite. And as well, from what we know so far is that she had gone to one other hospital before she ended up at FMC Jabi. So they're saying that they administered all that was meant to have been administered to her, but she had already suffered, you know, from the snake bite, and there was nothing else that they could have done for her.
Because it was already too late.
Yeah. So there are different other angles that we can take this from. The first initial thought is just to lament how painful this is, but in solving the issue, we have to look at other areas. The first one I wrote here is we don't really have adequate environmental assessments when we are building, and this is calling out the likes of Tokbe and the likes of Miriam, the environmentalists. You should be writing 10 papers right now on different areas and the sort of natural habitat it is, while you people are buying those areas. You know why? Because we're building up in urban cities. Urban cities came from rural areas that was turned to become urban cities. Every area has what they are known for in terms of the natural habitat of either the animals that are, you know, popular in those areas.
Let me cut you short a bit and take this call, then we'll come back and look at natural habitat of the animals.
Yes.
Udo from Calabar. Good morning, Udo. Good morning, Udo.
Yeah, so if we have an adequate environmental assessment of each area, you know the sort of problems that may arise from those areas, and you adequately prepare for it. For instance, I served in Makodi, Benue State, and we have a lot of rodents around. We have a lot of snakes around. We have those animals around. If
they have one of the highest.
Thank you. Yes. So if you are building in those areas, the primary health care centers know already that this is what is obtainable in our area. They must have made provisions for anything that comes out of it. That's how you are a proactive leader and a proactive people. We don't just wait for things to happen. Now, we don't have enough first aid knowledge in everything in Nigeria. Many people don't. If it happens, something happens in the Obodo Ibo, for instance, even a young person knows the first step of how are we going to resuscitate this person? What are we going to do? How do we hold the hand? They have that basic knowledge. The sciences in our schools, I don't know what they are teaching. Because I can't even remember any first aid. Aside from when I was younger, I think about 8, snake bit my grandmother. I saw that firsthand. And she did not take any form of venom. Anti-venom, rather. The first thing she did was to bring cloths. And they tied the upper part of the leg so that the poison does not get there. Then they had to use a fresh blade to open the part that was bitten, and they started pressing out black blood. They were sucking out black blood. And by the time they did that, they now found a leaf. I saw this one. This one is my grandmother. Very close by, and used that leaf. That was the first thing they did. Then they took her to the hospital. So if we have a first aid, I'm not saying they should go through this path, right? Because you know, science will always come and say this is pagan, this is not. But science meets nature. And our ability as a country to uphold our nature will determine how science will come and meet us. So if we know first, even if it's through the medical sciences, the first aid for a snake bite, a scorpion bite, a this and that, somebody can give her that first aid before taking her to the hospital where they will now administer the anti-venom.
Let's take this call from Faith. Good morning, Faith.
If we know first, even if it's through the medical sciences, the first aid for
Faith, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome to the show. Please listen to your phone directly.
Yeah, good morning, ladies of your view.
Good morning.
So, concerning the snake bite, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you. Okay, I say you ladies are doing a great job.
Talk to us, please.
Yeah. Are you done?
No, I'm not yet.
Okay.
So let's also talk about the fact that we don't have a lot of wildlife policies, adequate wildlife policies.
Okay, you had mentioned how your grandmother, administered some form of first aid and local remedy, a form of local remedy.
Local remedy,
just for information purposes. I had read that those are one of, as of science today, they don't advise that sort of local remedy. And honestly, it's something I'm sure that we're going to even discuss further. They said tying it, you know, it's dangerous. Actually, what you should do is make sure that you don't have anything tight on your body, tight jewelry, tight clothes.
But the poison is moving now.
Good. But you should try and be calm. They said it's your lymphatic system, so it will flow. So what you have to do is stay calm, and then they can put it, you know, just if it's maybe on your leg or something, you cannot walk on that leg, they would brace it for you and then take you to the hospital. They don't advise tying it, they don't advise cutting it, they don't advise sucking out anything.
I like how they don't advise all of this. Science. I like how they advise all of this. You know, like when you give birth in the hospital and they tell you, don't tie your stomach, don't use hot water. We did all of that and we survived. What I'm saying is, if they, like, I like how you mentioned that find a brace, something to hold up the leg. Let them give us what they say. Yes, let's have the first aid, whichever one that works, so that's the first thing we administer before, you know, we take the person to the hospital, so that time, because it's the first few seconds and few minutes determines whether the person will survive or not. Snake bite is very, very dangerous. And preventive home measures as well. Sometimes when we get houses, we don't, after a while, we stop paying attention to certain things. We have drainage issues. These are places that these animals can come in through. We have,
I mean, there are so many angles that
are open that you are not checking anymore and all of that. So if landlords and also tenants are paying attention to how we can close some of these gaps, we'll have less of things like this.
You know, because of time, let's just see how we can look at other angles. These local remedies that we have, why haven't we been able to build on it?
I think we don't.
Because before hospitals, I think one of you mentioned that we had a way that we dealt with this. And now it seems like it has been cast away.
We not build on anything local generally. We haven't really, we don't pass on, it's not our culture to pass on knowledge as such. And it's because it's not been encouraged. But there's something that happened. Another thing that we should highlight, which government can step in, is the availability of ambulance. So she booked a bolt by herself to the first hospital, and there was no ambulance in any form. And I know that Abuja just got some ambulances, but there was none available to take her from that to the FMC. So if we had a emergency system that could have come to her house, because this happened in the middle of the night, to take her to the hospital immediately, her life would have been, she would have been alive with us. She would just be the one complaining about how slow, whatever it is, not that she's gone and we're now learning, trying to learn and ensure no other person loses their life to something like this. You're talking about remedy. I heard about plants, that there's some particular plants you are supposed to, if you plant those species, it can be a repellent. And if you know you are in an area that is prone to stuff like that, you plant those things around you to serve as repellent as well. The long and short of this conversation in terms of rounding off is that when the system doesn't work, we will see many things. People will die in different ways. Today it is snake. Another day it is electrocution. Another day something would always happen. What we need to do is we can't determine what the emergency would be, but let's have appropriate emergency response with hospitals being equipped, ambulances working, people are aware of what to do when you get to the hospital. Nobody should be delayed treatment. When we do this, it will no matter who we meet in the hospital, people will will have more lives saved at the end of the day.
Let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll conclude and then we'll move on to our next topic. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
Now hope they carry us.
Even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba. Hope they waka with us for downfall.
They gist with us for buka.
No matter the gbege, our spirit no fit scatter. Hope na that pikin where they read ABCD and still get ogbonge dream for hearts.
Hope na the mama where they fry akara, we see the reason say
tomorrow go soft for her.
Naija,
your freedom na promise. Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments. Just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen, and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement,
Two voices, two views, standing apart.
or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect,
Sound, are you ready?
and the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
You guys, this was the gist about Ira Star and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP. But me
Thank you for staying with us. And just to conclude the topic, you know, I would like us to look at the spiritual angle that a lot of people have raised.
So, talking about the spiritual angle, you know, Nollywood has sold to us that anything animal that come to your house,
attack.
now witch. If owl fly, now witch. If
vulture.
birds come in the night, kill the bird though, now witch. If vulture, if cats and whatever. So it's easy for us to just associate this and say, oh, and a spiritual attack from our village people. But please, let's take away the spirituality. Like BC said something very profound. She said some of those neighborhoods where you rent your apartment or your house, you should check it out. Some of them have all those, like my friend, when she relocated to Abuja, the house that she stayed had snake, had rat. So she had to call the landlord, please, you have to fumigate. So please check around, check the surroundings before you move there.
Thank you, ladies, for your contributions on that topic. And let's move on to our next story. And this story has sparked mixed reactions online. Former Senator Dino Melaye is facing criticism after stating that wicked Nigerian leaders should be in jail for the state they left the country in. I had to read the name again, but the comment accompanied a video he shared of himself driving in a luxury car through a scenic location abroad with a caption calling for a Nigeria where the right people are in power and insisting that the country must be fixed. While some Nigerians agree with his message and see it as a strong call for accountability, others have questioned the timing, optics, and moral authority of making such statements from outside the country, especially given his own time in public office. Ladies, what's your take on this? And as always, join the conversation on 020-1635-2013, 09024163-440. Tweet us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC. Ladies, what did you think of this? The message and the messenger, please. Let's go.
It's politics.
Okay.
And when politicians are talking, even when they are saying what they are saying is factual, they are saying it based on their political agenda, and many politicians have their agenda, and they would speak for a government when they are in the government, and they will speak against it when they are out of the government. So for me, did not accept Nigeria, he should show his report card. That's what you are saying in the streets of Kogi and what is happening with his people. So him showing him a video, him enjoying himself and enjoying quality life that was fought for and actualized by the sacrifice of leaders in those countries. It's a shame and indictment on him to even say a word. He should just hide this. Hide your face, not for you to come out. But do you know, it's not a very, he doesn't understand the word shame. If you see his antics online, it doesn't send shame. It doesn't say you don't like me. If you like me, you don't like me.
It's a performance.
Whatever it is, he will show up. So based on that, because I know that if you want to yab him, you will not get to him. I rather just focus on taking. He will sing it. He will just hire a band. He will hire a band. They will come to his house and then they will perform and reply everybody that is insulting him. So rather than face his own drama, I would focus on the issues he highlighted. When you travel outside this country and you come back here, you will be angry at our leaders because they go to all these countries, come back, and they struggle to actualize the things they enjoy there. They go for medical treatment abroad, but they are not willing to make the sacrifice to bring that same quality of healthcare here. I remember when Fashola became governor in Lagos State, he went to Singapore, came back and was planting trees and flowers everywhere. That's for me is thoughtful. Like, okay, you went somewhere, you saw how things work, and you wanted to do the same thing here. Of course, it wasn't sustained after he left. However, we should, when leaders say these things, I would love to take the perspective of the fact that they are saying it because now their eyes are open. But like I established earlier, no, it's all politics. We should understand because we are the ones on the receiving end of whatever the leaders do. They get opportunities that many Nigerians don't have. So open your eye. We're counting down to 2027. Make decisions not based on your stomach infrastructure or what they are giving you, but based on an understanding of the fact that these people are responsible for the fact that Ifunanya died. They're responsible for the fact that, like, there was a shocking story online about public school child that was pushed from the window also died. We are seeing like there are many people that are dying every day, avoidable deaths. So let us understand that these are leaders. Like I said last week or 2 weeks ago, if they cough, they go and take their cough syrup in their blood. And when you cough, you are the one left to buy the fake substandard cough syrup or go to the hospital where there is no cough syrup to even check if you have any more serious condition. So open your eyes. It's stock shop. We'll just gist about it now and then we move on again to whatever is trending.
So he has a democratic right to talk about what is going wrong in the country.
Exactly.
But he doesn't have a moral authority, being that he was a part of what is going wrong in the country. And if his prayers are actually answered, like he has prayed, he will be one of the people who will be explaining himself behind the jail. Yes. Because, like Tope rightly said, look around where he served. The people he represented, go to the state and see if at the time he was in position, he was able to impact them positively. If not,
he was a senator.
Exactly.
A senator.
Policies that he pushed may have not have been
his people are not we're not seeing may not have been executed properly. Did he shout about it? Did he tell us? Did he push and say that this is the policy I am executing, or we are implementing, or we are talking about, but then we're having these roadblocks here, we're not able to meet we didn't hear any of that. All we saw after he left was a lot of flamboyance on social media. He will show up all of his cars. He was even in a very fantastic car as he was talking about all the things that are wrong in the country. So he has a democratic right, like all of us, to criticize the government. But what I want us to focus on is a system that holds our leaders accountable. That's what we don't have. We're very sensational. We're very emotional. We will talk and everybody will go back home. But if we have a system where after every tenure, after you have served, they will check your impacts, and then they will start asking you the questions. Your people that elected you in that position will start holding you accountable. You were supposed to do this, you were supposed to do that, you did not do this, you did it halfway, you left it here, and then you come and answer the resources that you got, for instance, you answer to that. If we have that, It will, before you open your mouth and criticize, you ask yourself, if they check me, I hope I have done what I was elected here to do. So for me, it's just to ignore the messenger and focus on the message. Do we have issues in the country today? We have. Do we have systemic failure across board? We have. Do we have issues that we need to sit up and tackle? Our leaders travel, like Tope rightly said, all the time. They use public, they don't even drive their cars when they travel. They use a public transport system. Can they enter the streets in Lagos, in Abuja, in Kaduna, wherever they find themselves, and use public system? No. Public transport system, they will not, because it has not been done to the taste of even a common man to have a semblance of good living. We don't have that. So we need to call them out. Even I hear that our government houses still use generator. If government houses use generator, they buy diesel, they buy fuel. The common man, the people running businesses, where are they going to see electricity from? So we have a systemic failure, and everybody should be holding either their governor, their local government chairman, their representative accountable, and screaming that these things need to be done. Maybe we'll find a way, or we'll see.
Are we too hard on our leaders or people who have represented us in the past? Especially, I'm highlighting the senator who is a senator. He passed your policy and he plays his part. He's there for 4 years or 8 years. But Nigeria continues. Should we now blame all that's going on wrong with someone who has been a leader before and still highlighting issues?
That's what I wanted to say. Dino did not cause the problem of Kogi West. He did not. There were people there before him.
Okay.
And even in Nigeria now, the rot in our system is even too deep that even the person sitting on the affairs of Nigeria cannot even solve it now, to be honest. Yeah. So he didn't actually cause the problem of Kogi West. Did we see any corrupt cases against him? No. We did not hear that Dino transferred 20 billion to another person's account. No. Court did not say, oh, you're going to stay in prison. No. So he has a right to come out. He was in the system and he saw some of the flaws. When you're in the system, it's hard for you to say anything. It's just like us here. We are here sitting down, we're talking. We cannot say certain things that we don't like. It's when you now leave, you now start looking at it and then you're like, oh, this thing that happened, that one that happened, I don't think I like it. And I'm just saying it for people to know. So he did absolutely nothing wrong. Those criticizing him, I don't know what you're criticizing, no, because it's very easy for us to criticize political leaders. Even Obama, that people are saying that he did not do anything. Some are saying he did something. When he left the affairs of being the president of America, he's still saying things that are not working. Are they coming outside to attack him? No. We are focusing on what he's saying. Did Dino Melaye say something that is very profound? Yes, he did. Did he say something that is our reality? Yes, he did. Nigeria's rottenness is too deep. We Nigerians are suffering. Tokwe said that when they have headache, they go abroad. But when we have headache, I have cold. I have to relate to local remedy. If I have the money that they have, I would have gone to UK to go and treat my cold because I know they will treat me well.
How did they get the money? No.
And because that's what we see happening. So when we focus on the message, we're able to ask the right question. When certain things like this come out online, we are very sensational in addressing issues. We start saying, who are you to say it? No, but look at the message. He's saying something very real. But I wish Dino Melaye can come out and start pointing hands. Because we are tired of, oh, Nigeria is corrupt, Nigeria is corrupt, our leaders are corrupt. Please, list names now. Tell us, this person.
Starting from you.
He should start,
he should start from himself.
Pointing hands.
Let me ask a question quickly. The position Natasha has now, is that not the position he had before?
Yes, Kogi West. Yes.
Okay.
And I put the difference.
What's the difference?
What she's doing.
No, what's the difference?
Go and read what she has been doing.
Oh. No. So this is not to say Natasha is not doing anything.
No,
I'm just saying that, there's some personal issues that she is dealing with.
Yes. I'm talking about the impact.
Constituency project.
Yes. In terms of constituency project that she's doing right now, compared to what Dino did during his time.
Anyways,
the same position.
I would like us to look at this collective responsibility is what I call it. And Tope, I like what you said when you said Fashola traveled to Singapore. You saw how plants and whatever are done, and he brings it to Lagos. We enjoyed it for a long time, but it's gone. And who are we blaming? Did we enjoy it as a people? We did we not? And yet it's gone today, and we're looking for the leader to blame. Why haven't we sustained it as the people that it was meant for, that we benefited from? What's our own responsibility in this thing?
You know when they did, sorry, just
before I say something. No, go ahead.
You know when they did this third mainland bridge, where they put the solar and everything, the lights and whatever. I was driving one day and some people were trying to take the light. So they beautify it everywhere. But still, we want to take, we want to destroy. They say plant trees, we did. So people will go there and want to cut it. Landlord will cut it and say, no, I don't want tree for my house. So you see, the leaders is the truth. The leaders, yes, Fashola, very amazing thing that he did. He came in and then he said we should plant trees because it's very important for our economy. But then again, we as Nigerians, we have a role to play in ensuring that we see through with certain policies that benefit us.
Yeah.
What we always do is that we are politicians too. If you look at it very well, we too are politicians, the corrupt ones that we're talking about. Because when you see good things, you decide to go through the through short corner or destroy it. See what's happening in immigration now. There's a system on ground. Go online, apply and whatever. But the people in that immigration service will frustrate you. I remember saying that I want to go through the normal process. Yes, I remember saying that I wanted to go through the normal process, and one of them told me, "Until you go wait." And it's the truth.
Yeah.
You see that process don't work, and we are the ones destroying those processes. So yes, we have a role to play too.
Yeah. So I like your question. Our collective responsibility.
Yeah.
We have failed each other. That's the truth. Because the people we abandoned by mistake, knowingly or unknowingly, are the ones who are going to pull down some of those things that is set up for our own maybe beautification, maybe economic welfare and all of that. The people who go and steal, who are picking on the electric lights when they do a rail station, and people are going to pluck off.
Let me interrupt you, please, because we'll be cutting off to join a live broadcast of Governor Fintiri inaugurating Federal Housing Road in Bajabure, Adamawa State. Viewers can continue to watch your view by scanning the QR code on your screen right now.
So the people who pluck off the rails when a rail line is being installed, or our, what's this one called? Electric poles and all of that, who are taking them to sell. They are the uneducated ones amongst us who somehow we have ignored, neglected, abandoned. We are not screaming for them to go into school and have a sense of education. Because if you are educated, you will see something good and you understand that this is for the good of everybody. So we're holding everybody accountable. The rich men who sit at the corner send these people to go and steal. Because if you catch some of them, they are not working for themselves. They are stealing and giving to other people. Are other Nigerians who feel somebody is sitting up there eating me, let me eat what I can. We have failed ourselves.
So we have called out the messenger. We have accepted the message and we have called out each other. And I feel that this is no matter who the messenger is, that message was important for all of us to pay attention to what our responsibilities are. And that's all we can take on that topic. Let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll look at our other topics. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to E-Splash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
You
already have Destiny Alpha.
I know that.
I go shoot on for you.
You already know, guys. E-Splash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's E-Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive. We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silenced,
even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade,
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
Our music and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith, believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us,
Millions of voices refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
To keep building, to keep hoping.
Now hope.
they carry us.
Even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba. Hope they waka with us for downfall.
It a gist with us for buka.
No matter the gbege, our spirit in no fit scatter. Hope. Now that pikin where they read ABCD and still get ogbonge dream for hearts.
Hope na the mama where they fry akara, we see the reason say
Tomorrow go soft for am.
Naija.
Your freedom na promise. Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
Not
Thank you for staying with us. So it seems our conversation on Nigeria's begging culture is far from over, and this time it's on a whole new level, with beggars allegedly demanding their preferred currency. So imagine that a content creator, Julie, shared a troubling experience at Lagos International Airport, saying, imagine coming back to your country only to be threatened by people begging for money. Imagine your life being threatened, and even when you want to help, they demand foreign currency. What's the government doing about this? Please, let's watch this video.
I love to be a Nigerian, but sometimes it gets very painful to identify as one. Because how am I coming back from one country? I got to the international airport and I was waylaid. I called the driver because it was late. My flight was moved. Then I came in very late. So I called the driver, he came, not knowing that this driver knows these guys. He's working with them, because it was when I got to my hotel room, I started thinking about my situation, that it now made sense to me that this driver has to know these guys. So they started from, oh, we know you from social media. Now 3 guys, I don't know them. They were like, oh, we know you from social media now. And I greeted, I said, hello, how are you doing? Okay, well done. I carry my box, they move. One of them collected my box, they let them help me. I said, no worry, because I know say no help for Nigeria will be free. You cannot carry my box for me for free. I know say something must come aside. I said, no worry, I help myself. One of them insisted. I said, oh, no, well, maybe if this guy carry me, I don't give him small cash, no problem. We just moved to where the driver parked the car. It was a bit further off from where the arrivals used to stay. No, I didn't think much about it. We went there. Immediately I got to the car, I want to sit down. One of the guys held my bag, like my handbag. Held the bag. Say, Afan, do something for us now. I'm like, okay. So why the approach of holding my bag? I did not take it. I wanted to sit down in the car. It was a little, I was dragging my bag with this guy, yo. He said, mommy, do something for us now. I say, for the first time, who is your mommy? You fool. You're older than me. He said, mommy, do something for us now. I'm like, no problem. I opened my purse. I carried 5,000 naira, like 500, 5,000. Gave to him. There are 3. Maybe they will share it or whatever. He said, no, they don't take naira. I said, And at this point, it was becoming awkward. One guy was standing by this door. The other guy was standing by the other door. It was becoming like I'm being ambushed or waylaid. And guess what? The driver was in front, pretending like the car would not start. He was, fiddling with the ignition. And me at the bag. He said, driver, move now. He wasn't answering me. This guy held my bag. He was looking into my purse. He said, mama, see $1 there now. Mama, see, because I have China yuan. Mama, see yuan there now. Mama, give me yuan now. Give me. It was funny. The guy held my bag. All this while he had not left my bag. All because of what? For our international airports, what is the authorities doing about people just coming to? Why are you waylaying passenger? What kind of rubbish? And I'm a girl. And we are standing at a very compromised position. I felt like if these guys, I don't understand, man. But as I'm talking to you like this, these guys collected my Mauritian, they collected about, they collected 100 yuan first off. They collected about 1,500 Mauritian rupees. Crazy! They will not collect naira. People when they beg, get choice for airports. Okay, now. In case you not see this video, me to wanna slice your balls.
Wow.
Hey.
Wow. So
was it by force?
Is this begging or stealing, or is there a new form of is there a new way to describe what we're seeing today in Nigeria?
This is simply criminality. Yeah, they are thieves. They are robbers. They may be armed. Even if it's biro they are holding, it's armed. So the authorities who are supposed to be around those corners should see this video and know that they need to put men there to protect the passengers. That's what is done all over the world. If you are landing in, is it GFK now? You are landing there, you see patrol, people are patrolling. If your car is not supposed to be there, if they catch you, you are going to pay serious fine. You are not supposed to stand there. Like you see them, everybody know, you take that way. There's our, if I call government again, I'm not afraid to call government, because we need to be intentional about what we want to do for our people, what we want to do for ourselves, and the image we want to portray to not just ourselves for that hope and confidence in the fact that government is working, but also for outsiders. Imagine if this was a foreigner. This is a Nigerian now complaining. Imagine if it was a foreigner, and if they can do it to a Nigerian, they will also do it to a foreigner. They may not be as harsh as dragging the bag, but brother, you have to drop some dollars. That's criminality. So at this point, we should have people, once you are landing, whether it's international airport, whether it's local airport, we have patrol officers going around and checking. This is not acceptable. Those are definitely, what they call them, good boys of Lagos, Abi?
Thugs.
Thugs. Who are there cashing out.
What are their real names?
Thugs. They should be arrested. They are not supposed to be doing that. You don't know who this person is. You don't even care. You just see money. You don't even know if it's money, if it's money for business. You want to collect because she traveled. The sense of entitlement is something crazy. The government needs to sit on this. The police needs to sit on this. If there's a collaboration that will be done with the people managing the airport
authorities.
Airport authorities, yes, they're supposed to sit on this. We should have security manning those areas to sanitize that. Once they see that security is there and they're serious about it, they will find another space.
So when you travel a lot, how many of them have waylaid you like this?
Okay,
and
so
how did you handle it?
This is talking about there's thuggery, like they are thugs, and what they were doing, of course, criminality, extortion, and this is the sense of entitlement that comes with many Nigerians. They feel they're entitled to enjoy from your good life.
From your own enjoyment.
You have good life. We the size son here, so give us something. So there's an aggression with which they make such demands from you. I would even say that for me, it's more of even from officials. The officials, there's a way they would look at you and they would stop you when they, anything for us. I'm like, I don't have any naira. Oh, you will have dollar now. Did I travel to work? Like I did not go and work and earn money where I went to. I live in Nigeria. When they say, I'm coming from Dubai, but I live in Nigeria. I earn in naira. I went to spend and I am back. So when you're asking what did I bring for you, you're a government official.
Yeah.
Government official. Constantly. What did you bring for us? We can take any currency. Official.
Yeah.
It will be, if any supervisor says that what I'm saying is a lie.
No, they can't even say that.
We are deceiving ourselves, because if you just go under disguise, you will hear and experience the same thing. So we are talking about the thugs. We're not talking about the one that are wearing uniform. And those ones too are also there. What happened with I Show Speed? High speed show.
High speed show.
Came to Nigeria, and what did we show him? That we are very good. We have PhD in begging. Nigerians begged him for money. He went to other African countries, but in Nigeria, it was documented that we begged him for money.
People have insisted that we separate Lagosians from the rest of Nigeria.
Okay, Lagosians begged him for money.
There's a difference
At
now.
the end of the day, we show our color. And our color is that we are entitled to anybody that seems that they have a similitude of better life. We're not willing to use our head. We're not willing to work. What we call hunger in town is largely that people are not willing to do the kind of work that is available. and they feel like this person, I want to wear a suit and be inside big car. So if I cannot be inside big car, I will beg and you will take care of me, rather than me going to do carrying pom pom. One of my mentors, they are running billionaire businesses right now, but he will say he carried what they call pom pom. I don't know how to say pom pom in English. Sand, you know the stuff you use in putting sand on your head. That's like tray. He was meant to be supervisor, and what they were paying him was less than those that were carrying blocks upstairs. And he was the one paying them, and he was earning less. And he told himself, I'm sitting down here earning less money and forming Oga. Immediately they resumed, and he has finished doing his work as supervisor that they resumed. He started carrying blocks and counting it for himself. Right now he's making big money. You look at him and be asking yourself, you cannot carry pom pom, you cannot carry block, but he should give you money. The begging problem we have is because as a people, our leaders have turned us into give them something, give them something. Politicians, give them something. Rich people, give them something. Religious leaders, give them something. So you have a group of people who do not want to do any form of work. They just want to collect something. And if you don't give them, they would resort to crime and criminality to collect it from you. I feel so bad for this girl. It's worse for public figures. It is worse for public figure. Don't be an online influencer, and those that are even doing I'm looking like I'm rich. Obviously, she does not have a car. I don't face what she says because I have driver that come and pick me. But she didn't have driver that come and pick her. So the taxi man knows who she is.
Yes.
And arrange people.
He did not move.
I had a case where somebody was pushing my cart, and I bought. I can never forget because I bought dates and chocolates that I would give friends when I came back, and it was in my. You know, it was in those bags, duty-free bag.
Yeah.
It didn't enter my box, so I put it on the cart. And then when we got to the car, we were offloading. And I got home, and I did not see perfume, chocolate dates were in that bag. The person that I paid to help me drag my cart. Now, when they are putting carts for me, I'm standing beside them. Oh, no, you can know. I'm standing. I've lost stuff before. So this is a big problem.
Yeah. Okay, let me just, so that you can add it to your conversation. See, Tokwe mentioned that this hunger in the land is because people don't want to do work. But there are people in uniform doing good work who are also begging. So what is this truly about?
So just to say something, begging has become lucrative in Nigeria, and to be honest, I see us being enablers. So what I do now is that if you beg me on the road, I'm sorry, I'm not greedy. I love to give. I wouldn't give you. I would not, because like Tokwe said, we have become so lazy. I remember after my travel, and if I see any white person, they'll be like, oh, I heard Nigerians are hardworking, they are this and that. It has changed now, because you see on TikTok, people are begging on TikTok. And then like Tokwe even said, the official, in the night, they'll be dancing, please give us money. They'll be dancing, please give us money. So they are begging, even on TikTok. Oh, where are you from? I'm from Abuja, I'm from Lagos, I'm from this, I'm from that, I'm from that. They're begging online, and we're enabling them. We're actually enabling them, and that's why you see this self-entitlement. Because they are like, if Tokwe can give me, why you, fine woman, not give me? Somebody has done it before, and I refused to give the person money, and then he threw water with soap on my windscreen. But I couldn't even calm down.
He was going to attack you.
And the officials too, like you said, are enabling it. I feel we should have a system, especially at the airport, a system whereby we can actually report, and then we see that our report is being taken into consideration. I went to a company recently, and when I was done, somebody called me and said, sorry, we wanted to find out, did anybody ask you for tip? I was surprised. I said, in Nigeria.
Okay.
I said, no, nobody did. She said, oh, thank you very much, because it's our policy that nobody asks for tip. We give them enough. So they should put that in our airports now, so that all these officials, they should stop harassing us. If you don't give them, they will not help you handle your bags well. If you don't stick...
So you see what I see as the problem there? If you in uniform, you are begging, where would you have the moral authority
to harass
those ones? Especially if the thugs probably know you as chief beggar. But for me, I want us to, you see, I keep asking if begging is what we should call this. I think we should give it the proper name that it has, so that when people come to you, they will not hide under the guise of begging. What is it called? What should we call it?
This is criminality. This
particular one.
Yeah, this particular one of harassing me to give you something and holding onto my back till I give you something. So she was coerced into dropping
extortion.
Extortion. Coerced into dropping that amount of money. On a normal day, that 5K she gave them would have just been enough. So that's criminality. There was a time the begging with the officials reduced. I think there was a time a lot of people talked about it. For a few times that I traveled, it reduced. Nobody asked me for anything. As a matter of fact, they will even recognize me and greet me. You're doing well, greet Morayo. Even those that didn't recognize me did not ask. But it seems like it's picking up again.
Let me take a call from Yakub. Good morning, Yakub.
Yeah, Maria, good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah, for me, this thing that just happened, and then this video that we just watched now, I heard one of you guys say that they were talk. They were not really talk. This very particular thing, this one that did to this lady in question, they were armed robbers, totally armed robbers. Because, and then don't be surprised, the cabman, they were working together.
Yes.
They were working together because that's why the cabman was trying, like, say the invasion was not on and all that. He makes sure that he waits until those guys get away with what they really needed. So they were armed robbers, and then it will be interesting to you to know that to put stop to this thing is going to be very, very difficult. You have already just said it in the studio now that even the official that were giving that opportunity, so that okay, try to monitor these guys, they were also doing the same thing. How are they going to cut that? It is not going to be very easy. Like almost 2 weeks ago, I traveled from local airport here to Abuja. And then on my coming back, when we landed in a local airport here, could you believe that at that time, there's not any official, there's not any security. So even, in fact, they were even following us. I said, we don't come from Abuja now. This is a local airport. What are you trying to do? As for me, I'm a street guy as well. You cannot waylay me. I will stand with you. Nothing will happen. So what I'm trying to say in essence is this. The people there, this thing that we just watched now, they were armed robber, totally armed robber. A lady was telling you that, okay, take 5,000 naira. When you were not, you see, what really even happens is that some of us, not every Nigerian, some of them have lost their dignity. They have lost it. We just last week, there were a boy that was helped because he was picking plastic and all that. And then he had something to do. But the only thing happened to that boy is that they don't have money to purchase what he really needed. And then somebody throw up and then he helped the boy. And this one that is begging now, they have 2 hands, they have 2 legs, and then they were still demanding what they really want to collect. They don't want to collect Nigerian money. Are you working for me? This is a barbaric. It is a fraud. The Nigerian government needs to do something to this. Good morning once again. God bless you guys.
Thank you, Yakub, for your contribution.
Yeah, let me just finish up what I was saying. So first of all, it's not just a Lagos thing. I've been to other parts of the country where they still beg. At least recently I traveled. I think we enable them because we do not have the patience to follow due process. So I've seen people who dragged out with them. I'm not giving you my passport is okay. I'm just coming back, or I'm just going to where I have to go. I don't have a cover for you, and they insist, and they'll just say this one a troublemaker. I beg allow her, right? But because we have a culture of impatience, we just give up. This one hold, just give. I cannot be delayed. Just give. Just give. We are enabling them. Yeah. So for there are 2 things here. Those people outside, those are the thugs that the airport authorities need to handle. They are criminals. They should not be found anywhere near the airport. That one is on one hand. Now, for those ones who are inside with uniform, there's a way you can handle them with following due process. I don't want to give
the cart pushers.
Yes, the cart pusher. So first of all, you pay for cart. It's not like the cart is free.
And you pay for the pushing.
You pay for cart. You pay for pushing. If they steal from you, you should hold them. Like what Tope said. That's what I also do. When you're loading my cart, I stand there. Yes. So I see everything inside before I go. And if I want to give you something, it's of my own free will. You cannot force me to give you anything. I would refuse to give you. Let me see what you want to do to me.
So there's when you come out from the international airport, there's a large crowd of people that are always waiting. And you see, when you have such a large crowd, the likelihood of you having a criminal element take advantage is very, very high. Loitering loitering. They just loiter. What is your job description?
Why are you
what are you doing there? It's not like you're a taxi driver. You're just there. Okay, as they want to carry bag, you now just use hand to push and say, give us something, give us something. So for me, we have created a give us something culture. And give us something culture is not going to help Nigeria be productive. We have, there was a video that went viral. I have a feeling that we might still discuss it on the show, of children that were eating leftovers from a party. And my husband was like, no, this is poverty. I say, Mark, is not. This is not poverty. I said, this is irresponsible parents who have sent the children to go and sort themselves anyhow. This is greed. That we are not in that level of hunger in Nigeria. We have arable land. My mom and my parents moved into a different place that is all concrete. My mommy carried sacks, put soil there. Ugu now, we are not buying ugu. It's ugu from there. I'm like, we have arable land. Nobody should say we are hungry in Nigeria and you cannot plant cassava. You can plant yam. Bitter leaf that we used to do bitter leaf in my house right now is from the front of my house. I cut the bitter leaf. Like, we have food. It's farm. So we do have a commercial problem. Value of money is low. Things are expensive. But for food, for you to say it is hunger that's making people eat leftover food, I'm like, these are the parents. Which was why when we were discussing that beggar, that boy that wasn't even a beggar, that boy that was picking plastic, he was productive. That his parents, his mom, that woman deserves to be celebrated because that woman raised a boy that will say, I would rather hustle than my children to be begging and eating scraps. That is the kind of country we grew up in. But right now, we are in a country where even parents will say, go and find food. Anything you bring, we go chop for inside house. Failure of parenting.
So when manure is not fish, you buy manure
to round up, what I'm hearing is that, yes, we may have poverty and people who are truly poor who are begging, but we also have manufactured poverty. It looks like poverty, but it's not actually poverty. It's just entitlement, laziness, greed, and that thing we're calling begging is not begging, it's extortion. I don't know if you have a few words so that we can end with this.
You've actually said it. Like what Tope said, I believe that there's poverty in the land. I believe that there are people that cannot even afford to eat just one meal a day. Because that story you mentioned, the mother said that in December they didn't have any food at all. So imagine if you don't have any food at all and then your child sees the party by the side and then goes and starts eating crumbs. So there's poverty in the land. There are beggars and there are those who are extort. Let us take away those
armed robbers. Is what we're calling them now.
Let's take them. They are armed robbers.
Let's separate them.
We have some messages on YouTube. Mina says the most disgraceful part of this airport situation is the Wi-Fi. No single Wi-Fi access in international airports. The airport authority cannot provide steady Wi-Fi. That's his own most annoying part.
Thank you, ladies. Let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll look at our next topic. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to E-Splash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha.
I know that.
I go shoot for you.
You already know, guys. E-Splash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's E-Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive. We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silenced,
even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares.
Thank you for staying with us. So, Fela Kuti, the proud father of our very own Yeni Kuti, also known as YK Power, has been named the first African artist to receive the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award.
Whoa.
So decades after he pioneered Afrobeat and used his music as a weapon against corruption and injustice, from performing at the Africa Shrine to influencing audiences on the global stage, Fela released 50 albums and his sound continues to move both minds and bodies today. Ladies, what do you make of this recognition? What does this mean for African music and the enduring legacy of Fela Kuti?
It's such a...
How do you feel about this?
It's such a beautiful moment. It's historic, extremely historical moment. But beyond the history, it's what it portends that long after you're gone, if you do something, if you birth something, because what he did was create, and what he created brought controversy within the country because he was a rebel. He was fighting government. He was speaking against the injustice. He was speaking against power. He was speaking against the powers that be, and he suffered huge losses. His mom was thrown down the building. You know, many things happened to that family. He was jailed. After all of that, this historical moment shed light to the hustle. You know, it also highlights the marriage between art, you know, and when we talk about art and we talk about impact, Fela was art and impact, and he did it so well in a way that young people have no idea. And so it is beautiful that this moment can serve as an educational point for many young people to know that you can actually use your art to speak. And even if you die in the journey of fighting for justice and freedom for your country, even if your country does not acknowledge you, the world sees what you've done, what you've birthed, what you created, and that acknowledgement will still come. So yeah, I celebrate the Anikulapo Kuti family generally, the entire family. They've stood for a whole lot for Nigeria.
They have.
A whole lot, from Fumilayo and some Kuti to Fela Anikulapo Kuti and all the siblings. It's a legacy, and the grandchildren are also following up in the. It's a powerful family. I'm so happy to be.
I saw YK receiving the award. She was regal. I'm like, hey, God, this life that I am living, my children and my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren receive awards of the works that I have done before I've gone. Long before you know, after I've gone, But this is beautiful. So for me, Fela was not just an entertainer. Fela had an audio archive of the Nigerian political history embedded in his entertainment. And across the world, his music was studied, not just for the entertainment bits of it, but also for history, Nigerian politics, you know, social issues. It was really studied properly. Many big schools across the world. If you're into the arts and theater and all of that, those are some of the things that you studied. And a few months ago, I realized that in part of the history they were teaching my son in school, Fela's name was there, and he was excited. So he came to gist me that you always say, Mama Yeni Kuti. I say, yes, that's Fela's first child. I said, that, you know. So I'm really excited that this is not just for the Fela Kuti family. It's also for Nigeria. This is a huge win for us. The first African to win such an award, Lifetime Legacy Award. It's a huge one. Congratulations to the Fela family.
I just said it all. So Fela went beyond music. He embraced impact, and that's what we see. And I just like the fact that this is actually placing Nigerian music industry in the global light. Because whether we like it or not now, we know that they are seeing us in the music industry. And we see a couple of Nigerian artists doing the same thing, following the same lead. And we can't wait to see many of them win the Grammys and be impactful too. Not go beyond just music, speak up for the people, and give us creativity at its peak. And that's what Fela stood for.
I love all your contributions. For me, I know that, you know, we appreciate, as a Nigerian, not as a family, but as a Nigerian, we appreciate that Grammy gave him this award. But he didn't need the Grammy.
Honestly.
No, definitely.
Yes.
Honestly, I think for him, this was not like recognition or validation. It was more for the world to understand the root of Afrobeat. Today we're dancing to Afrobeat all over the world, singing to it, but it started from somewhere. It started with someone. And then at the time it started, I like what Tokwe said, it was not easy. It was for fighting for justice. It came from a lot of sweat and from a lot of sacrifice. So for me, this is the world recognizing where this culture and this art came from, and I'm so happy for, you know, for us as a country, and I'm happy that the world now gets to talk more about Fela and the sacrifices that he has made. It also highlighted, it also brought to mind, you know, the recent back and forth that happened online. For me, I feel that a lot of people who did not quite understand, you know, the legacy of Fela would sit down and discuss and understand the, you know, the history of it, and it will be, they will better give credit, you know, to whom credit is due. We will understand how to respect those who have gone ahead of us, who have made sacrifices on our behalf. Congratulations again to our very own.
Congratulations.
I know her.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. I know her.
She's on the table.
Yes, exactly. Like one of us went to the Grammys and collected awards. All of us were there with her.
Yes, so we were in spirit.
Thank you, ladies. Could we take a couple of messages and then?
Yes, so Ibrahim Makin says, comparing Fela to any musician is disrespectful. Fela is not just a musician, but a freedom fighter, a prophet and a legend whose legacy still lives on. He confronted the who is who in Nigeria. Dame Ebika says, Wizkid FC should show more respect. Sean says, let me not take any derogatory.
Even any from the other topics as well.
Yes, somebody said, I've only experienced Wi-Fi problems in Nigeria airport. In other airports, okay, I think you said it. Okay,
different accessible Wi-Fi's,
Okay, so somebody was saying that she said it was talking about giving us it's cultural, the challenges within begging is actually a cultural problem. Then somebody said Nigeria is #1 airport for my little traveling where you pay for cards, but somebody else discredited it, and there are other countries where you pay for cards as well. Then Aino says the police at Ogudorioke are something else. The way they stop you to ask for water money is annoying. Another person is saying that we believe in solving problem with money, and also we don't like due process. That's why we give to those that are begging as well.
Shayoye says, yes, forget Wi-Fi for now. If the begging can be stopped, that would be a major win. We can deal with Wi-Fi later.
This one said, airport is not a big point, not for Agbero or Lagos begging point. We don't want no more Lagos begging point. He said that it's actually trying to say that they should take them out of the airport and don't need them there to be begging.
They should.
Okay. One last one.
Yes, it says people that are giving, Adetutu says, people that are giving are the problem. Everyone should stop giving and let's see.
If they will beat us and lock us up, if we don't give. If we all decided as a people, nobody's giving, let's see what they will do to us. Thank you so much, ladies, for another fantastic show. What a way to start the month and start the week. And to our viewers, hope you enjoyed our show and learned as much as we did today. We can't wait to see you tomorrow. So, bye for now.
Bye-bye.